All right. You can open your eyes in 3, 2, 1. You can look now.
Oh, it's so cute. Oh, I love the brown you chose for my glasses.
Yo. Welcome back to another video. I wanted to do something a little different today. I usually paint inanimate objects or myself, but I wanted to try painting a real life human. Ooh. So I'm going to be painting my girlfriend today, and we're just going to hang out while I make a quick little, I don't know what else to call them other than like whiteboard gouache paintings. They're quick, they're fun. I'm still like approaching them like subway drawings, so don't get too attached to how she looks and hope it shows up on my paper. I'm hoping I do my best, but we'll see what we do. But with that being said, you already know the arrangement we have with one another, so you should have your art supplies out and be doing that. Or you should be doing them dishes, because I know the sink got mad dishes, bro. I just came from this kitchen. I'm projecting. I need to do the dishes. I just made breakfast. All right, so I won't lie, I'm wrong box. I'm a little nervous to paint you.
Why?
I'm nervous to paint you because, well, one, we're filming, but two, it's tough for me to. I feel like there's a decent amount of pressure to like get you right. I don't want you to hate it.
I don't think I'll hate it. And you've drawn me before.
Yeah.
Mad times.
All right. So the plan today is to make, hopefully, a quick painting because we have birthday festivities to do today. If you don't know, her birthday is next week, but we're celebrating tonight with everybody. And so I don't have a bunch of time. I need to go up to the Heights and get a tres leches cake, and I also need to get dressed for the evenings.
I thought it was in Dykeman.
It's in Dykeman. Yeah, I'm going to Dykeman. And if you don't live in New York, that's about 40 minutes from where I'm at. But either way, it's gonna be fine because it's gonna be fine. I guess I want to start off by asking you, do you have a favorite artist that's not me? They can be dead or alive.
Favorite? Okay, but you mean like visual artist? Like, what do you mean by artist?
Anyone that's not Beyonce, like visual artist, yeah.
Visual artist, my favorite? That's hard. Well, obviously you.
I said that's not me.
Oh.
You're not following none of the rules.
I'm sorry. I'm not really good at paying attention.
I had an ADHD moment. I had an ancestral diversion for my higher development.
Okay. My favorite artist is... wait, I'm gonna ask you a question. I like Hilma Af Klint.
Okay.
That's her name, right?
Yeah.
She's really cool.
Right.
I also enjoy... Oh, you put me on the spot.
It's okay. It don't have to be like nothing crazy.
Can't really think of nobody right now. Yeah, I like Hilma. She's cool. I just like the ideology behind her art as well. Like,
what's the ideology for those?
Well, it's literally like her philosophy,
right?
Which is just like, I actually don't. I have to do a little bit more research, but I do know that she'd be painting like her ideas, not like what she visualizes, but like what she believes in and what she like how she views things. And also I just think her work, like out of context, is stunning. Like no matter where it is, where I see it, I recognize it, and it's fun to look at.
Yeah, she's dope. I think a lot of her work is very spiritual.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
I really regret not going to the Guggenheim show. They had a massive retrospective of her when I first moved to New York, and now that I'm like a little more educated with art, I regret not going. You know, I just didn't know who she. You know, I didn't know she was one of them. But yeah, I think from what I understand about her work, and correct me if I'm wrong, editing Jordan, her work is based on her spirituality, and she actually was ahead of her time with her abstract work and she didn't want to release it until I think like 100 years after she died.
Damn.
But a lot of her work, she was so ahead of her time that when her work came out, it was right on time, which is like such a cool idea, or just, you know, it's a cool, I think it's a beautiful display of faith, which ties back into her work, you know, of like believing in yourself and your vision so much that you're not rushing to get it out. You're okay with it coming out whenever it comes out, because it's, you know, it's just like, she's a case of divine timing, you know, and like just trusting in her higher power, which I
But you think
admire.
she was okay with not having her stuff out like at all while she was alive?
I don't know. Editing Jordan will tell us.
All right.
He'll do all the research. He'll do all the hard work.
Because isn't that what Van Gogh went through? Like, he was really depressed because he felt like his timing was all off, but he was, like you said, like he was like ahead of his time. It just like time hadn't caught up with what he was doing yet until he died.
I think Van Gogh is a special case because no, his case was a little different. He was also someone who was ahead of his time, but I think a lot of artists are, and some never get discovered, and others, oh, there's such like a beautiful poetry between like the bottom of your jaw or chin and the collar of your shirt. But yeah, he was ahead of his time in a different way, where he just couldn't find anyone to fuck with him. Even though his brother Theo was an art dealer, you know, he just, you know, the world wasn't ready for what Van Gogh was producing, you know. And also it doesn't help that he was kind of like, I don't want to call him crazy because it's dismissive, but like he was crazy. You know, there's like a story about him being obsessed with Gauguin and wanting Gauguin to teach him. So he invites Gauguin to his part of France, you know, and so Gauguin comes from Tahiti, and he comes up there, and Van Gogh is like, you know, he's like, oh my God, my goat. I got my goat to come up here. I can't believe it. This shit crazy. And, you know, Van Gogh's like, this guy is fucking weird. And they paint for a little bit, but Van Gogh, as the story goes, Gauguin ends up sleeping with Van Gogh's shorty up there. His
ball?
It's our ball, ain't it? It's our ball! Hey! It's our ball!
His ball, yeah.
Oh,
he ended up
Gauguin.
Yeah, Gauguin ended up taking bro ball. And
that's fucked up.
Hey, if she looked, she took. You heard? And yeah, so he ends up like sleeping with his shorty, and that is what caused Van Gogh to go crazy.
Really? That was the last straw?
That's the rumor. Like, you know, no one really knows why Van Gogh cut off his ear, but that's like one of the stories, is that Gauguin came up there and he cleaned up.
Yeah, but Gauguin hurt, like, throughout his art journey. He hurt a lot of people. Van Gogh didn't hurt nobody but himself.
I mean, I don't know. I think that's like one of the negative things about this modern time that we live in, is that, you know, I have access to everyone's life, and the benefit or the beauty of back then is that you didn't know everything about everyone. You know, it was more like the art spoke more so. And I think sometimes, especially me as like someone who tries not to allow the person to get in front of the work, it can be difficult to separate the art from the artist when you know so much about a person, you know. But like, this is gonna be interesting. I don't know. I just think like,
so you're saying that we just don't know enough about either of them to
I just think we know too much, like,
about both of them, or like
about Gauguin, about Picasso. Like, I think we know too much, and it's almost like, you know, a case of never meet your heroes, you know. And like, through historical stories, you know, there's like this double-edged sword, or like there's this double-edged side of history where we get to mythologize a person or an artist by reading their biographies and everything that everyone has to say about them. But on the other side of that coin, we learn so much about them that it can turn us off about them. And sometimes I think we don't need to know everything about everyone. You know, like it's not important to know. I don't need to know your whole shit. I just need to know like what inspired you for your art. But sometimes that makes the better story is what you were doing when you left the studio.
I feel you, but I feel like you focus more on like the things that they produce.
Me?
And I feel like other people, like I'm also interested in like things they produce, but also like the influences that help them produce it. So like, yeah, all people are flawed. I like the artists that make cool stuff because I know like I just know what they went through. Like they are a flawed human being. They're probably going through something and they put that on the canvas. So I think.
Well, there's a beautiful story, and maybe I'll tell it on the channel. You guys, let me know if you are interested in me doing like a little short, I don't know, like 5-6 minute video on Picasso making Guernica. Because I have a bunch of books on how he did it. Or not how he did it, but just like, you know, it was a very heavily documented project. He, like, one of his muses turned out to be a Russian photographer, and so he had her in the studio with him while he was working on it. So back to you. So you said your favorite artist, or at least like someone that you really like, is Himov Klimt.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't know this, but I know this. You like makeup. Do you have like a favorite makeup artist?
Yeah, I really like Chelsea. I don't know her last name, but she does Dochi's makeup. She's so talented. I really love Erin Parsons, obviously.
Obvio.
Yeah, Obvio. I love S. Antoinette. I think she's fire. I love Microsoft. She's iconic. Who else? I don't know Neo It Girl's name, but her. I don't know her real name, but that's her tag on TikTok and stuff. You want one? All right, I'll fuck with Erin Parsons. She's my fave. I've been learning a lot from her recently. Like Chelsea is cool, but she's like a working girl. So like she'll post like what works, what she's been doing, like the latest shit, you know. But Erin Parsons, she's into vintage makeup, and she's also a collector of beauty items and makeup. So like she really be going into like the chemical and the science of things, and then the historical background of why people use what they did. It's really cool. I learned a lot from her. I think that's my favorite part about makeup, is just learning stuff. If I can learn something from them, they're valuable to me.
Word.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying over here. I'm fighting for my life.
I see you.
I'm fighting for my life.
Can I adjust my back, or this is
Yeah,
it?
you can move. I don't have one. The only one that I like know about and who's like a legend in the game is Pat McGrath.
Oh, of course.
And who's she has a makeup line now, but I also know her as a tattoo artist. Her name is like
Kat Von D.
Kat Von D.
Oh,
but I know we don't mess with her.
No, it's not even that we don't mess with her. It's that she had to sell her company.
Oh,
now it's not even called. It's like just KVD now.
Damn.
And they like completely erased her from the brand.
Really?
Yeah, she sold it because it wasn't selling with her name attached to it, because
but
she
they
was
kept
on
her name on it.
No, well, it's just KVD now because they still needed, like, they wanted like because her makeup products were always on point. Like the makeup was never a problem. It was the person's name on it. So I guess they like wanted to keep like the integrity of the products, but just like remove the person. I think they did change the name. I'm not really sure, but yeah, she don't do makeup no more.
GG's.
Yeah, she's on her. I won't even have to say it.
Yeah, let's not do that. For you watching at home, this looks crazy.
Does it?
Yeah, it looks crazy. You know, the painting is like puberty, or just making any kind of art is like going through puberty. And there's like a really uncomfortable stage. It has to get ugly before it gets beautiful. It's as my mentor says, it's like tuning a guitar, and as you work on it, you're like trying to find the right frequency for it to sing. As I'm putting stuff on, I'm like realizing like, oh, okay, I made her hair too small and her face too big, so I'm gonna shrink your face, but I can do that a little later. what's your favorite thing about New York?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Good question. For me, it's really like being inspired by people's outfits.
Yeah.
The way people put things together, and don't even have to like. That's why I appreciate fashion so much more, because it might not be for me, but it doesn't mean that I don't like it on them. There's so many different types of styles, and I love that the most of what I'm seeing is like not at all like all like fitting into one aesthetic, like how the internet makes it seem like it really is. It really is just people putting things together because they think it looks cool, or following something that looks really cool. I always, every single day, I'm always so inspired by just watching people's outfits walking down the street. That's definitely my favorite
Walking
thing. And
down the
also like
street. Hey.
also like how like the neighborhood and the area also dictates the predominant style. And like being able to clock that and understanding the reason why, the girlies on Fifth Ave might wear a little Tom Ford, have her little Birkin moment, a ballet flat, but then you go uptown to the Bronx and it's tight jeans with a cute crop top, but the hair is the outfit. Like it's just, I love it. I'm obsessed with it.
You say that, but the uptown girlies or the downtown girlies are moving uptown. Like the Bronx.
Where?
The Bronx is getting cooked. It's getting gentrified, bro.
Yeah, but not as fast as like Brooklyn. Like Brooklyn is
Brooklyn's cooked.
a different breed than from where I grew up.
True. My favorite part of New York. I'm so glad you asked.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I knew you were gonna ask.
So
I was just reading your mind. It's fine. My favorite thing about New York is that there's endless things to do here, and depending on how you're feeling, or who you with, or who you could get into anything and everything. It's like New York is as big or as small as you want it to be. It's like you're only limited by your imagination when you're here. And I think that's such a beautiful thing for people who are from here and who live here. You can do anything. And not in like the corny like believe in yourself, you can do anything, but in like everything's available to you here, and that can be a blessing and a curse. But if you have like an idea or a mission, you can accomplish it. And I think that's like, that New York is, it's available. New York is available to you 24/7. If you want to do something, you can do it. Let me see. I need to just throw your mouth on here. And I lost your nose.
What's the most recent thing you feel like New York has like an opportunity that New York offered you?
I would say the good black art situation.
Mm-hmm.
And I talked about it earlier on the channel, but I thought it was cool, as you know, and anyone else who's on the channel right now. I have a plan, and lately I've just been like turning down most things that don't fit into my plan. And so I just want to like respect. I need to respect my wishes. Let's see, this I could probably go dark here. My mop is like not mopping it. Mop. My mop's not like mopping how I needed to. Oh yeah, that rain. Mm-hmm. GG's for Dykeman, boy.
Yeah.
It's not happening. I hope you enjoy Whole Foods.
I will.
I know.
Who knew Whole Foods makes really good tres leche?
Jeff.
Who's Jeff?
Oh. Stop playing like you don't know Jeff.
All right, but he not the one who called for the tres leche in Whole Foods.
I know, he dates a Latina. He dates a Latina.
She's Latina for real?
Yeah.
Oh.
She running that man pockets. I think I'll really be able to get some of your likeness once I throw your...
My glasses? Yeah. That's like half my face.
No.
No.
Sometimes when I'm talking to people about like art or like proportions, I don't know everything, but sometimes like someone will say something and my first thought is like, nah, that's not right.
Art. I don't know everything, but I know that's wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
What's like the worst art take you hear on the internet these days?
It's a great question. Let me clean this off.
Ooh, that was satisfying.
Oh, you just watched that?
Yeah, that came off real nice.
Thanks. I don't think I am the authority on good or bad art takes. I think everyone has their own opinion on art and how to make it and what it should look like and what it should feel like. And I think my opinion is no better than anyone else's. And I think the moment I start to think my opinion is better than anyone else's, that's dangerous.
Very diplomatic answer.
Thank you. I've been in the boardroom with my media training team. You know, they're preparing me to be a millionaire. So, what Bruno Mars said, I want to be a millionaire so freaking bad. Tuh. Fuck. Okay, Big B. Big Rono. Alright, so I'm thinking I'll be able to see you better if I throw your glasses on. And your glasses are like a brownish vibe. Actually, let me use a smaller brush so I can like... So, can you look at me?
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I just needed to see... This is about here. You know, it's so funny, like when I paint myself, and you'll see this as well, you know, once you throw the glasses on, the thing that frames your face, you know, it's transformative.
That's why I love glasses. My goal is to have like mad different pairs of glasses that go with any outfit.
Hot take, I hate glasses, and I think that we glasses wearers should get handicap stickers, because I think wearing glasses is a disability.
It literally is, though.
Without your glasses, you literally wouldn't be able to see anything.
Yeah, no, it is a
for
disability.
most people, you know what I mean? And I think people don't take it seriously enough. Like,
well, I agree with what you're saying, but like, we aren't disabled because we have the thing that makes us able to access everything else that everybody else can without the glasses.
Okay, here's my hearing aids are glasses for those with hearing loss.
Absolutely.
And would you consider someone with a hearing aid disabled?
Well,
they have an aid, but
sure,
but they're still like, they have a disability, which is,
well, if they don't have the hearing aid, then yeah, they are disabled. But with the hearing aid, if their hearing is like everybody else's
with the aid,
yeah, then like, not saying that they're no longer disabled, but like, they're able to access everything else in the world that wasn't made for them in the first place.
Hi everybody. I made a mistake. Well, I didn't make a mistake. Two things happened. One of the cameras wasn't recording. Evaluna's camera wasn't recording. It wasn't mine. And I also ran out of storage on one of the other cameras, so it stopped recording. So we only had one of the cameras working. Ooh. So, you know, clearly I am being hurried by the... Can you look at me?
Sorry.
That's okay. Clearly I'm being hurried by the art gods. So that's what we're gonna do. I think my issue is I'm not able to get your hair dark enough with this paint.
Can you layer it?
Kinda. This paint is weird in the way that it doesn't okay. I've had many technical difficulties with this damn video, so I'm about to let's not say rush job. That's beneath us. Let's say I'ma speed it up. I'ma speedy up. Yeah. I don't even know what we were talking about. This whole damn thing kind of threw me off. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I forgot to.
That's okay. The fun thing about making YouTube videos is when you're a yapper, shit just be coming to you for real.
Boy, are we yappers.
I'm up to no good. For real.
I'm up to no good. For real.
So, I think I told y'all yesterday in the video I filmed, I've been watching Forrest Gump. I've come to the conclusion that I used to think Forrest Gump was like a feel-good movie, and it's actually perhaps one of the saddest movies ever.
It's a feel-bad movie.
Yeah, 100%. Like, even though, right, like, you and I were talking about this earlier, where I think the beauty in Forrest's life comes from his simplicity. You know, he's not trying to be someone he's not, and he does what he's told, you know, like, and he does what feels right. And I think that allows him to live a righteous life, because he's not complicating his existence with worrying about what other people think about him or whatever. Like, Forrest is a very present individual. He's almost monk-like, you know.
Yeah. He's also like just very accepting of the circumstances that are in front of him.
I think he sees things for what they are.
Yeah.
More so than everyone else.
What happened? He just is like, okay, this is it now. Now we move accordingly.
Yeah, I think he's more accepting than most everyone, you know. Like, something happens and he reacts, and he's not worried about what's going to happen in the future. He's just like, he's here with us. You know, if only we could all be slightly more like Forrest. I was talking to someone about this at work yesterday, and he was saying how the movie is kind of like he was saying how the movie is almost incel-like, you know, because
who said that?
My coworker.
Oh, incel.
Well, hear me out. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me cook. He was saying that, you know, the movie paints Jenny out to be the villain, you know, and you and I were talking about this, where Jenny has a ton of trauma and she mistreats Forrest because he is too good. He's good to her in a way where she feels like she doesn't deserve it because of the relationship she had with her father, which is why she continues to have bad relationships with men, because that's what she feels like she's worth. And I just think, you know, she's complicated. Everyone in the movie is complicated but Forrest.
Right.
And I think that magnifies, you know, everyone else's issues, because he's just like, he's just there. You know, like, he has no problems with anyone else. But yeah, I like Forrest Gump, but I do think that everyone around him sucks.
That's real life.
I suppose.
We still gotta see the Phoenician
Scheme? Yeah, I want to do that because I want to do a review on that. Y'all, let me know if you made it this far in the video. If you made it this far, let me know if I should do a review on the Phoenician Scheme. And if you don't know what that is, it's the new Wes Anderson movie with Benicio del Toro and Michael Cera, and I think a couple of other people. I don't think he works.
Mad people.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a
Bryan Cranston.
Oh yeah, I gotta see Heisenberg.
Facts.
But
someone else.
You know, it's a Wes Anderson, so you know everyone and their mom is in it. And if you're not in it, are you really?
You nobody's mom.
Are you real? Oh yeah, you definitely know my mom. You know, I really want to honor the blush you put.
Oh, thanks for noticing.
I've been staring at you. But it's tough. is tough. It's very hard to, I'm still learning the medium, and so I don't see, like, that's too dark, and that's too red. Yeah, you know what? We might just cartoon you. I kind of want to go a little thicker on your bottom lip with this paint, because what I'm learning is the thicker you make the paint, the less opaque it is, which I guess is obvious to everyone but me.
No, that does sound counterintuitive.
No.
The thicker the paint, the more sheer it'll be?
Opaque.
Oh, just kidding.
And then I want to go over the top lip a little more. Throw some orange in there. And maybe a little blue to knock it down. And then I go... Oh, you know what? All right, I got one last thing. I know. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I feel like, like back to my puberty point from earlier. I just feel like the deeper you get onto a painting, at least for me, I dislike it in the beginning, and then I, once I get into it, I don't want to leave it. I just want to say thank you for sitting for me for about 40 minutes of your life. You'll never get those minutes back, but what you have is a painting that I don't think has permanence, and it may or may not wipe off when I put it in the portfolio after it dries.
I'm honored.
You're welcome.
That's great.
Do you want to see it?
Yeah. Oh, you're done?
Yeah, I'll show it to you.
Yeah, let me see. Should I move?
Yeah, you want to come over here? All right. You can open your eyes in 3, 2, 1. You can look now.
Oh, it's so cute. Oh, I love the brown you chose for my glasses.
Yeah, thanks.
You ate with the cheek. Cute. And the lips. No, this is so cute. Oh, I love it. Thanks, Jordy.
Wait, one sec.
Okay. This hair color is on point.
It's not bad, right?
Yeah, nah, you ate. Nah, you did that, boo.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
oh, getting that gloss. So cutesy.
Cool. All right. Thanks.
You look like me.
Thanks, dude. Damn, I misplaced my beverage. Oh yeah, we lit. Okay. Hang on, let me raise up. I think I've earned a few inches in my chair. Yeah, wait, one sec. Are you a sparkling or still person? Let me know down below in the comments. Actually, if you've made it this far in the video, genuinely, I want to hear from you, and let me know if I should invite more people over and do quick portraits of them. 40 minutes isn't quick, but it's quick for me. But I had a really good time today. It was fun talking to her, and not feeling crazy talking to myself, talking to a camera. But today was really interesting, and I'm curious to see how more of these will go. But I need to get ready for the birthday festivities tonight. We're going to get Thai food. If you know me, you know I love Thai, but my girl also loves Thai. So I got to run errands. I got to get fly. I would record, but I think this is going to be a personal video. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. But with that being said, thank you for hanging out with me today, yesterday, and tomorrow. I'm gonna clean my house because we have guests coming over. I'm gonna holla at you. Peace.
Hey yo,